Well, I guess I can't care what you think about me because these events happened, and these unexplainable events. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about them again. I was living in Zurich, Switzerland, and in the evenings I would leave work and I would go up into an area called the Dolder, which is up in the top of Switzerland where a lot of the posh houses, the rich houses are. And there were running trails up there. And the sense of Switzerland, no matter where you are, even if you're way back up in the country, which is where we now live, you get a sense that somebody has been in the woods fairly recently, because it's groomed and it's a little country, and it's not like when you get into Pennsylvania or up in Canada. I went on a canoe trip, and you got this sense that nobody had been there for a century or so. But I was running in the evenings, and when I ran in the evenings, in Texas a lot of times when you're running you say hi, howdy to people as you go by. But in Zurich I don't talk to people because I don't know what language to speak. I only speak one, so I know which one to speak, but I don't know what they're going to answer, and I'm afraid they're going to answer in a language I don't speak, which is again English, so I just run and mind my own business. But I would park my car in a parking lot, walk up this logging road to the trails, run, and then come back, or jog as it were, and then come back down. I would warm down through this same little logging road. And I was coming down the logging road. It was not quite twilight. It was summer day, so it was light. And coming up the road towards me, walking towards me, was a wood crone, classic out of Grimm's fairy tale book, black robe, pointed hood, gnarled up fingers on a gnarled up walking stick. And my first thought was, this does not exist in my reality, not normally, this is not normal. And so as I was walking towards this creature, this woman, this whatever, I started thinking of all the different ways I knew how to say hello, because I wanted to converse with her and I wanted to have a conversation, just because it was so intriguing to me. So I'm in my mind, but I knew one thing. I'm going through, hello, grüezi, guten Tag, buongiorno, all the things that I know to say to somebody is in greeting. But instinctively I thought, I've got to keep my eyes on this woman, or whatever this is, in order to get close enough to have a conversation. Now, it was about 35 feet away, 40 feet away maybe, coming up the hill towards me. And so I'm looking at her, rolling through in my head what I need to say in greeting. And off to my right, I don't know if you've ever been around when a tree has been felled, but when they hit the ground, they hit so hard, it vibrates through your system. And the sound and the feeling was as if a tree fell down in the woods to my right, and it scared me. And I looked to my right, really quickly, like that, and when I looked to my right, the woods were groomed well enough that you could see quite a ways in, but as soon as I looked and realized there was nothing there but a really loud sound, I looked back, and she wasn't there. I ran down, I looked into the woods both ways, which she could have gone. The one way was kind of clear, with there were tracks on that side. But the other way, I looked through and I could not see anything even flicker, leaves move or anything. My sense is that somehow I had moved through a time-space continuum. And either she had moved through into my time or I had moved through into hers, but that we were in a time-space continuum that did not exist. I don't know how it happened. I know what I saw. I know some people call me crazy, and I'm not denying that at all. Don't get me wrong there. I don't deny my craziness. There's just things that happen that I can't explain, and I really find them fascinating. It keeps me curious. Have fun.